ברגע זה
6 days, one journey. Visiting sites of the historic and heroic battles of the Six-Day War with Dr. Chagi Ben Artzi.
אל ארץ אל שדותיה
We are standing now in the middle of Gush Etzion. In the War of Independence, there were 4 Jewish settlements in this area, and they were destroyed by the Jordanian army. Almost 250 soldiers and settlers were killed during the War of Independence. For 19 years, the Jewish people could not come to Gush Etzion. Now, in the Six-Day War, right after the liberation of Jerusalem, the Jerusalem Brigade got the order to move southward and to liberate the mountains of Hebron. Towards the end of the 3rd day, it reached this site, Gush Etzion. It prepared itself for fighting. There was a military camp right here in the middle of Gush Etzion. But all the Jordanian soldiers ran away, fled. The camp was empty, and Gush Etzion was liberated without one shot fired, without battle. We came back to Gush Etzion after 19 years and rebuilt all the settlements, and now thousands of Jews live in Gush Etzion, much more than before the War of Independence. From now, we move southward to Hebron for the 4th day, and there we shall tell the story of the liberation of Me'arat HaMachpelah and Hebron. We are in Hebron, next to Me'arat HaMachpelah, the site of where our forefathers are buried, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob and Leah. Here the Jewish people started its journey in history. And we came back to this place in the Six-Day War. For a period of 19 years, between the War of Independence and the Six-Day War, no Jew, no Israeli could come to this holy place. The Jordanian prevented any Jew from coming to pray, to daven here. In the Six-Day War, the unit of Jerusalem, the Brigade of Jerusalem, got the order to liberate the mountains of Hebron. It moved to Gush Etzion, southward to Gush Etzion. We've seen the site of Gush Etzion, and then in the morning of the 4th day, it moved southward to Hebron. But here, something wonderful happened. Rav Goren, the chief rabbi of the IDF, he took his car with his driver and moved alone to Hebron. He reached this place. The city surrendered, white flags all over the city, and he came to the gate of the Me'arat HaMachpelah, and the sheikh of this mosque waited and allowed him to enter the site and to pray here. He was the first Jew after a period of 700 years who was allowed to enter Me'arat HaMachpelah, the tomb of our forefathers, and only later, 2 hours later, the Brigade of Jerusalem came to Hebron and officially received the surrender of the city. And this was the end of the 4th day of the war. The Jewish people came back to Hebron, to the mountains of Hebron, to the tombs of our forefathers. And from here, we move to the 5th day southward, and we shall tell in the 5th day, we shall tell the story of the liberation of the Sinai Peninsula.
שאת בניו לא יפקיר לשר אל ארץ צבי שבהריה פועמת עיר מדור לדור אל ארץ אם לטבורה